Welcome back to an all-new episode of Weekly Wins with Rick. We invite you to join us each week to celebrate another exciting win in our community. This week I met up with Bill Reece, the organizer of Marion Street Jam. So let's go take a look.
Yeah, so this piece actually is one of the artists that was in the Street Jam that we had come back to paint inside for the coffee shop. And she has a really fun style, used a lot of bright colors, just wanted to make this corner come alive. And really took this piece and kind of reflected a lot of the values we have for the business. It talks a lot about inclusion, equality, diversity. One of my favorite cups is Hug a Tree, because I love the environment. So really took a lot of the values of the company and just made it into a colorful piece right here in the coffee shop. And just a lot like she did on the community gardens that we have outside, where brought a lot of life and a lot of fun to the corner of Boots and First Street.
Yeah. So when these artists for the Marion Street Jam got together and they started painting all this different stuff, right? Mm-hmm. You know, where did all this inspiration come from? Like, what made you say, hey, let's do a Marion Street Jam and let's bring all these artists in and paint all these buildings?
Got to kind of rewind back to my time living in Miami, where I lived close to an area called Wynwood. And I just really fell in love with street art. And Wynwood is about a square mile area of downtown Miami that's just covered in murals and graffiti, and it's incredible art. And I just want to bring a little bit of that to Marion. I thought it'd be great to start bringing street art into rural America. And so we reached out to a lot of artists. A lot of artists contacted us, and we put a call out, and we ended up with a slate of 22 artists to come in town. I think really totally changed the whole color and look and vibe of the downtown area here in Marion.
Good deal. Okay. So the artist that painted this,
right?
So what's their story? You know, who was it? Where's she from?
She's a great young artist from Greensboro, North Carolina, named Gina Franco. And again, her style is bringing a lot of color and fun and happiness into her works. She's actually in Raleigh, North Carolina right now, painting an amazing mural right downtown. That's a tribute to essential workers and thanking them for all of the efforts they're doing through the pandemic. And it's a great piece, but again, it's a lot of bright colors and fun like this. And then we have a piece in the coffee shop that says Love More, which is a trademark of an artist named Becca Butts. And Becca does a lot of hand freestyling, a very detailed work. And in this particular piece, it's a black and white piece here in the coffee shop. Very close to all of this color, but it's a nice contrast. And again, she's from Greensboro, and she and Gina work together a lot on different projects around the country. And they literally paint all over the country, and they're commissioned to go all over the place.
Yeah, and I would imagine, like, especially in this time and age where, you know, people are, whether they're in fear or they're just struggling with the pandemic and everything else, you know, pieces like this that are full of vibrant colors, it's fun. Right? So it kind of makes you forget a little bit about what's going on and just think about fun.
Yeah, it's the color, it's the messaging of the text that she uses. Again, it's fun, it's not super detailed and very linear. It's fun, and it's designed to make people happy, and I think that's what it does. When people come in here and they see this, this is where they want to be, right here in this color and this vibrancy.
Very cool.
Yeah, you know, so I was thinking, Bill, last night I was actually thinking about these murals and all of this stuff, and I was thinking about the guys and girls that come to the rescue mission. You know, they come basically with a broken moral compass, right? They're broken, they've made some bad decisions in their life, so they come to the rescue mission, they come into life change, and maybe they get painted a new foundation, right?
That's pretty cool.
And so, like, all the cracks, you don't see all the cracks, you don't see all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, over that basic foundation, there's a beautiful picture, you know, and that's when the life change happens.
Yeah, and I would even extend that a little bit more and say that this is permanent, this is long lasting, this isn't something that washes off. It's truly changing the foundation in a way that's going to last for a long time, and not just improve this, but bring a lot of joy to other people as well.
Right.
So it extends just beyond them.
So
too.
It's not just a mask. You know,
Exactly.
It's not just something for a season.
Right.
But hopefully it's for the rest of their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So this piece was actually done by an artist named Never Extinct out of Nashville. And we told him that he was going to be painting a mural on the side of Family Services Society. And we wanted it to be about women and strong women and women that are overcoming a lot of obstacles in their life. And he collaborated with his wife to design this piece. And this is probably has been one of the more popular and certainly is one of the most visible pieces that we have out of the street jam. So it's a great picture of Wonder Woman here. Again, brings a lot of color to the city, makes it very visible. I have literally seen hundreds of people here taking pictures with young girls, you know, their daughters out here standing in front of Wonder Woman, which is, again, it's being inspirational and bringing just more life into the city.
Yeah, I know it's one of our family's favorite. My wife really loves this one. But, you know, she's kind of a Wonder Woman herself. So.
Well, there you go. So this was done by an artist named Damon Thompson, or Damon Paints, as he's known in the street art world. And it's on the stage here at the courtyard outside of Mac 123. And he wanted to create kind of the sirens from the Odyssey. And again, just a lot of color. You have the octopus, the seahorse, the fish, and the three mermaids standing here. And he's a really talented artist. Again, paints all over the country, literally all over the world. And it was a friend of Riley's, so he came up here just to add this piece. It's on the stage of Mac 123. So when we have live music out here, you're going to see a lot of this. Okay, this artist is from Toledo, Ohio. His name is Abstract Overspray, and this is one of my favorite pieces because not only do I like the colors that he used and the imagery, but his parents recently passed away, and they were cremated. And he actually has in this necklace right here, he included some of their ashes in the actual mural, which just adds kind of a whole personal touch to it that a lot of times you don't see. When you look at a mural, you just see the painting, but you don't know a lot of the personal story that goes behind it. And that was just kind of an interesting aspect for me that he added into this mural right here.
And that's something that I was just thinking about. You know, there's so many stories inside each of these murals, right? And the fact that you know these artists on a personal level, that you know some of these stories, it makes it even that more exciting.
It does. It's incredible to hear their stories, their motivation, not just what got them into art, but in looking at every piece they paint, like what is it that motivated them to take this and work, you know, 5 to 7 days on creating a massive piece of art. I mean, this is over 20 feet tall and 48 feet long. I mean, it's pretty impressive in its scale, too. And just to have them come and be able to take that story and put it onto a wall like this is mind-boggling to me.
Well, thank you, Bill Reece, for not only organizing such a great event as the Marion Street Jam, but also giving us a better look at each of the murals and some insight on the artist as well. So, Facebook friends, life change is happening in our community because of you. See you next week.